Questioner. Who am I?
You are the supreme reality, beyond the world and its creator, beyond consciousness and its witness, beyond all assertions and denials. Remember it, think of it, live by it. There is nothing else to know. The very idea of going beyond the body is illusory, for you were never the body. You are the immovable behind the movable, the changeless behind the changeful, the truth behind untruth. Once you know with absolute certainty that nothing can trouble you but your own imagination, you come to disregard your desires and fears, concepts and ideas, and live by truth alone.
How can I know myself?
There is no need to know yourself apart. You are what you are, and you are always aware of being. Stop imagining yourself being this or that, having this or that, doing this or that, and just be. Understanding depends on the mind. Your true nature is beyond the mind. Stay aware and quiet. That is all. Realize that you are not what you think. You are not the mind. You are the awareness in which the mind appears and disappears. Be the witness only. Withdraw from all activity and give your attention entirely to the awareness of being. That is all.
Is the witness consciousness the self?
The witness is not the ultimate. The ultimate is the source, pure awareness, the light in which consciousness appears and disappears. The witness is a stage on the way. But in reality, you are neither the body nor the mind. You are the immovable background, awareness itself, timeless and spaceless. As long as you identify yourself with names and shapes, your idea of yourself will be false. Know yourself as you are. Disregard the body and the mind. Stop verbalizing. Silence reveals. Be silent and know yourself.
What is the real self?
The real self is not personal. It is neither I nor you. It is the whole, the indivisible, the total. You are the self now, but you are confused about its nature. Your mind is playing tricks on you. It projects names and shapes, pleasures and pains, where there is only the silent being. Once you know the self, you are free from the tyranny of the mind.
Is the self universal or individual?
The self is universal, not individual. The person is merely a reflection in the mind. When the mind is quiet, the person disappears, revealing the universal self. The sense of I am is universal. It is not personal. To know the self is to drop the mask of personality and see that you were never a person.
Why do I not see what you see?
Because you insist on seeing, on hearing, on thinking, on doing. You are addicted to activity. In silence, in awareness, the truth is found. You want to know the self, but you refuse to be the self. You cling to the person you believe yourself to be, and that person does not exist.
Does the self have any attributes?
The self has no name and shape, no qualities, and no characteristics. It is beyond being and non-being. It is pure awareness. It is the changeless reality in which all experience appears and disappears. It is not a thing among other things. It is the light in which all things are seen.
What am I not?
You are not what you take yourself to be. Stop imagining yourself to be this or that, and try to realize who you are. Nothing you can see, hear, or think is you. You are neither the body nor the mind, neither the fuel nor the fire, neither the speaker nor the listener. Give up all questions, except one. Who am I?
What must I do to realize the self?
Give up all ideas about yourself and simply be. To know what you are, you must first investigate and know what you are not. Discover all that you are not. Body, feelings, thoughts, time, space, being and not being. Everything perceivable, everything experienceable. Nothing concrete or abstract which you perceive can be you. The very act of perceiving shows that you are not what you perceive.
How do I stay with the I am?
Refuse all thoughts except one, the thought I am. The mind will rebel in the beginning, but with patience and perseverance, it will yield and keep quiet. Once you are quiet, things will begin to happen spontaneously and quite naturally, without any interference on your part.
Questioner. What is the significance of the I am?
The I am is the first expression of the Absolute. It is the primary illusion, the root of all appearance. It is not the final reality. The I am itself is in the realm of duality. But when you keep attention on the I am, it will purify itself and dissolve, revealing the Absolute beyond.
How should I meditate on the I am?
Just keep in mind the feeling, I am. Merge in it till your mind and feeling become one. By repeated attempts, you will stumble on the right balance of attention and quietness, and your mind will be firmly established in the thought feeling, I am. Whatever you think, say or do, this sense of immutable and affectionate being remains as the ever-present background of all experience.
Is the I am the same as the self?
The I am is the door. The I am itself is not the self. To go beyond the I am, use the I am. There is no other way. Give all your attention to the I am, and it will reveal the self which is beyond.
how long must I stay with the I am?
As long as it takes you to realize that the I am itself is a form of illusion. It is the last to go, but it must go. Even the sense I am is not the eternal. But do not try to get rid of it prematurely. Stay with it. Love it. Meditate on it. Until it disappears in its own time.
Why is the I am so important?
The I am is the foundation of all experience. Without it, there would be no knowledge, no world. It is the root of all that appears. When you remain with the I am, without identifying with the body or the mind, it leads you beyond itself. It is both the path and the doorway.
What happens when the I am disappears?
When the I am goes, all separation ends. There is no subject, no object, no experiencer. What remains is pure awareness, timeless, spaceless, formless. It cannot be described. It can only be lived.
Can I go beyond the I am through understanding?
Understanding is only a tool. It prepares the mind to let go. But it is by surrender, by resting in the I am, that the final step is taken. Truth is simple and open to all. It is the mind that makes it seem difficult.
Can the I am be practiced by everyone?
Of course, the I am is always with you. You cannot part with it. Just keep returning to it, resting in it, and refusing all else. There is no condition to fulfill, no path to follow. Only this. Remain with the I am.
What is the final step beyond the I am?
When the I am merges into the unknown, then the work is done. There is no one to speak of realization then. No one to claim anything. Only silence remains. Stay with the I am, until even that disappears. What is left is what you are, the eternal.
Am I not the body?
You are not the body. You are the immensity and infinity of consciousness. The body appears in consciousness, and you know it is there because you perceive it. You cannot be what you perceive. The body and its sensations come and go. You are not that.
What about the mind? Is it not also me?
You are not the mind. The mind is a bundle of thoughts and memories, ever-changing, restless, and limited. You are the changeless witness, silent and detached. The mind is in you, not you in the mind.
Why do I still feel I am the body?
Because the idea I am the body is deeply ingrained. It is the first illusion. You have been taught it from birth and accepted it without questioning. Now question it. Investigate. You will see it is false. You are not the body. You are not in the body. The body is in you.
How can I go beyond body consciousness?
By realizing you are not the body. Attention to the body reinforces the idea. I am the body. Withdraw attention. Turn inward. Stay with the sense I am, and not with the body. Then gradually the identification will drop away.
What about pain and pleasure? Are they not real?
They are sensations experienced in the body and interpreted by the mind. You are the witness of both. They come and go. That which witnesses them does not change. That is your true self.
I see the body suffering. How can I say I am not it?
You can observe the suffering. Therefore, you are not it. The very awareness of pain shows you are not in pain, but aware of it. The body suffers, the mind reacts, but the witness remains untouched.
How do I stop identifying with the body and mind?
Simply observe them. See the body and mind as you see a picture on the wall, without identification. The body may act. The mind may think. But you are not involved. Awareness is not a part of what it is aware of.
What remains when the body and mind are not me?
What remains is peace, stillness, awareness, your true nature. When you remove all that is not you, what remains is what you always were. It is not something to gain. It is something to notice.
Is this not just another belief that I am not the body?
It is not a belief. It is a fact. Examine for yourself. You know the body. Therefore, you are not the body. You know the mind. Therefore, you are not the mind. That which knows is neither body nor mind. It is the self.
What is the mind?
The mind is a bundle of thoughts based on memory and habit. It is the result of past impressions and conditioning. The mind is like a monkey, restless and jumping from one thing to another. It is not your true nature. You are the witness of the mind.
Why does the mind keep moving?
Because of desire and fear. It seeks pleasure, avoids pain, and is never satisfied. Its restlessness comes from always searching for something to hold on to. But it can never find peace in the things it chases.
Can the mind ever be still?
Yes, when it loses interest. When you no longer give attention to its movements, it becomes quiet by itself. Stillness is not something you create. It is what remains. When the mind is no longer entertained.
How do I quiet the mind?
By watching it, not interfering with it. Let thoughts come and go without grabbing onto them. Be interested only in the sense, I am. When your attention stays with that alone, the mind slows down naturally.
Is the mind my enemy?
No, the mind is not evil. But if you identify with it, it becomes a source of confusion and suffering. Use the mind as a tool, not as your identity. It is there to serve, not to rule.
What happens when the mind is silent?
Then, what you truly are shines by itself. In silence, there is clarity and peace. You become aware of being without thought, without movement. This is your natural state.
Can understanding alone bring peace?
Understanding is the beginning. It prepares the ground. But peace comes from going beyond the mind. Not just understanding it, but leaving it alone. Stop trying to fix the mind. Let go.
What is the role of memory and imagination?
They are part of the mind's movement. Memory binds you to the past. Imagination pulls you into the future. stay with the present, with the I am, and you go beyond both.
How do I deal with obsessive thoughts?
By refusing to follow them. Don't resist, just don't feed them. Bring your attention back to the sense of being. If you remain as the witness, the thoughts lose power.
What remains when the mind is not active?
What remains is awareness. Silent, spacious, and untouched. There is no thinker, no doer, no division. Just presence. This is the self.
What is fear?
Fear is memory projected into the future. It arises from attachment to the body and the sense of being a person. You are afraid of losing what you think you are.
Why do we fear death or loss?
Because you believe you are the body or the mind. Fear comes with identification. The real is never born and never dies. Only the false. Fear's ending.
Can fear be completely ended?
Yes. When the false is seen as false. You are not the one who is afraid. When you know yourself as beyond body and mind, there is no fear.
Why doesn't spiritual understanding remove fear immediately?
Because understanding alone is not enough. Fear persists while identification persists. Remain with the I am, not with what appears in it.
What do we wrongly seek in security?
We look for permanence where there is none. Security is an illusion created by fear. The world is change. It cannot give you what you are.
How do we live without fear in daily life?
By knowing you are not the doer or the sufferer. Let life happen without resistance. Live from the space of awareness, not from the person.
Is the desire for safety a kind of bondage?
Yes, seeking safety is still seeking. It ties you to the transient and distracts from the real. Freedom is not safety. It is knowing you don't need it.
What is the link between fear and desire?
They are two sides of the same coin. You are afraid of not getting what you want, or of losing what you think you have. Both arise from identification with the body and mind.
How do I become free of this fear in practice?
Go to the root. Find out who is afraid. Stay with the sense of I am. Don't pursue fear or resist it. See it as a movement in consciousness and let it pass.
What remains when fear disappears?
Peace, stillness, the sense of timeless presence that does not move with events. You remain untouched and free.
What is time?
Time is only in the mind. Past and future are in the imagination. Only the now is real.
Why is time said to be an illusion?
Because it depends on memory and anticipation. You recall the past. You imagine the future. But the now, this presence, has no duration. Without the mind, there is no time.
But things change. How do you explain that?
Change is perceived. It needs a changeless background to be noticed. That changeless presence is what you are.
If the world constantly changes, is it unreal?
It is not real in the way you think. It is a play of consciousness. Real is the changeless. It is what knows the change. You are that.
Is the world not real then?
It is a projection of your mind. just like in a dream. It appears real while you are caught in it. But when you wake up, you see it was only a movement of consciousness.
You say the world is like a dream?
Yes. In a dream, people appear, events unfold, emotions arise, and then it ends. What was real in it? Only the dreamer remained. And so it is with this world.
So nothing ever really happens.
Not to you, the real. All action, change, and experience happen in the apparent. You are the witnessing awareness, untouched.
How can I become free from the illusion of the world?
See clearly that the seer is not the seen. Stay with the sense of being. Turn away from what comes and goes, and you will come to rest as the changeless.
What is beyond time and change?
That which knows time is beyond it. What sees change does not change. Consciousness reflects the play of time and form. But even consciousness is not the ultimate. The absolute is before all beginnings. Without qualities, without movement, without awareness of itself, it is. And from it, everything arises.
What is the witness?
The witness is that which sees all things come and go. It itself does not come and go. It is the changeless background in which all experiences arise and set. The witness is not a person. It is the light in which everything is seen.
Is the witness the same as the self?
The witness is a reflection of the self in the mind. It is a step toward realization, but not the ultimate. The self is beyond the witness. The self is pure awareness, beyond subject and object.
Can the witness observe itself?
The witness can only observe what is other than itself. To know the witness as yourself is the end of illusion. Awareness is not aware of itself. It simply is.
How do I become the witness?
You do not become the witness. You are the witness already. Only you have forgotten. Pay attention. Observe your thoughts, your emotions, your body. Watch all as if it were happening to someone else. Slowly, the false self-identification will drop.
What is the value of witnessing?
The moment you become the witness, you break the spell of identification. You see things as they are, transient and superficial. It brings detachment, clarity, and peace. You no longer drown in experience.
Is awareness beyond the witness?
Yes. The witness is still a form of consciousness, dualistic, dependent on the mind. Awareness is beyond both the witness and the witnessed. It is pure being, timeless and spaceless. It is what you are.
What is the difference between consciousness and awareness?
Consciousness is always consciousness of something. It is partial and changeful. Awareness is total, changeless, silent, and still. Awareness is not an experience. It is the background on which all experiences appear and disappear.
What happens when even the witness disappears?
Then there is only awareness, pure and silent. The sense of separation ends. No one remains to say, I am aware. There is just awareness. It is the self. It is the real.
Can this awareness be described?
No. It can be known only by being it. It has no attributes. You cannot see it, but without it, nothing can be seen. It is closer than the mind, closer than the I am. It is your true nature.
What is the I am?
It is the sense of presence, the feeling that you exist before any identity, before any thought. It is the first step out of the absolute and the doorway back in.
What exactly is the feeling I'm looking for?
Not a feeling, but the fact of being. That you are. It has a flavor, yes, like peace or stillness or lightness. But don't chase the taste. Stay with the fact.
Is it a kind of peace, a vibration?
That comes with it. But that is not it. The I am is not a sensation. It is the background knowing of existence, unadorned and unchanging.
Why is it important to stay with the sense of I am?
Because everything else is a distraction. By resting in the I am, the mind becomes quiet. And you begin to see that you are not the body or the mind. You are the awareness behind them.
How do I remain in the I am during daily life?
Hold on to the feeling of being. Even when thoughts come, remain rooted in presence. It is not a doing. It is a resting. Be firm but gentle. Return again and again.
I keep forgetting the I am. What should I do?
Then remember, there is no failure in forgetting, only in not returning. Like a child learning to walk, you return to balance. Soon it becomes natural.
Why does the mind keep pulling me away?
Because it is restless by habit. It wants to go outward. But each return weakens the old tendencies. The mind tires of wandering and rests in the self.
What is aware of the I am?
That is the real question. Once the I am is steady, this becomes clear. Awareness is even prior to being. It is the witness of even the sense I am.
Does the I am lead to the absolute?
Yes. By abiding in the I am, the personal dissolves. Then even the sense of being fades. What remains is the formless, the unchanging. Each return weakens the old tendencies. The mind tires of wandering and rests in the self.
How do consciousness, awareness, and the self relate to each other?
Consciousness is the light that makes the world appear. Awareness is that in which even consciousness appears. The self is neither, and both. It is the unchanging source, ever present and beyond all knowing.
Is awareness universal?
There are not many awarenesses. There is only one, shining in all beings. Like space, it cannot be divided.
But we each have our own consciousness?
Consciousness is personal. It is the sense of I am in time and space. But awareness is not bound to this body-mind. It is the silent witness of all appearances.
So the self is aware of both?
The self is not an object of experience. It is your true nature. It shines as the knowingness behind all things.
Some teachers say consciousness and awareness are the same.
They use different words for the same pointing. But if you look closely, there is a difference. Consciousness comes and goes. Awareness does not.
So is awareness everything?
Awareness is the background of everything. But the self is beyond even that. You are not a concept. You are that which knows all concepts.
Will it help if I view the Absolute as absolutely everything?
It is still a concept. You may believe in whatever you like, but belief is not the truth. Even the most noble and exalted concept is just a concept. The Absolute is prior to all ideas, even the idea of everything. You cannot hold it. You can only be it.
Can the Absolute ever be understood?
No. That which understands is the mind. The Absolute is beyond mind. You cannot grasp it. You can only surrender to it.
Why can't my mind seem to accept this?
There is no point in struggling to understand the self intellectually. You are already that. You can only return to what you have never left. Let go of the need to grasp it with the mind. Rest is the sense of being. Witness all come and go. But understand that you do not come and go. Even this is seen. You are prior to all seeing. You are the unchanging, the formless. You are the final reality.